see the major difference.
This is an example of a patterned injury where you can
The skulls, the bones, this mummified head, very real. The job she does, tough and...
The new rules force the returner to take it out of the end zone, and that's when big plays like this can happen. The kick falls short. Lawson with a middle return, but he's going to make this happen by himself. Right there, it seems that they have a bead on him. He's able to break that tackle, and then it's a foot race, and he's going to win that one every time. So Lawson, the defensive specialist, making his mark on special teams.
A 57-yard return. Anthony Derrick's coming to the Avengers was supposed to trigger their kick return day, but today it's their game, but today it's Arizona.
I woke up in the middle of the night, terrified. Someone tried to come in my house. Fortunately, we had an ADT security system.
Mrs. Parker, this is ADT. We're receiving an alarm. Are you all right?
Yes, we're okay. I'm glad ADT was there, watching out for my family.
Don't take chances. Take control of your family's safety with ADT, America's #1 security company. Call now and save up to $200 on ADT protection packages. ADT, always there.
I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. Well, I guess you said, what can make me feel? What can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, my girl. Talking about my girl.
That's all right, dog. You made the song his own.
Little Debbie, unwrap a smile.
This year, the Arena Football League is celebrating its 20th season. And to our great fans everywhere, we've just got one thing to say.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pick run back for a score gives Arizona the lead. A sneak peek brought to you by Bud Light with Fred Rogan.
With Clarence Lawson running it back for the touchdown. Let's take a look at what happened and describe what was running through your mind as you see the play.
All right. We got a short kick first off, and that should be a good setup for me just to take it hard up the middle. We had to break a couple tackles. You know, just kept my feet going and broke free. That's all she wrote.
You know, the kicker was the last man, and he went down low. I thought he was going to get you.
You know what? He got me on the first one. He got me a couple years before, but he couldn't take me down this time.
All right, congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
All right, Fred, two parts on that play. One is that, as Lawson said, short kick. You rarely see kicks that don't reach the net that you can run back like that. And secondly, Hamilton has got a reputation of being a great tackler.
Yes, a change in strategy this year with if you kick it over the net, it actually penalizes the kicking team.
Now Derrick's with a flag coming down on the return is out to about the 13.
Hamilton on that last kick tried to leave it short and put it off the metal, off the iron. That caused the ball to bounce around a little bit, but that kick was short and it was a perfect setup for Lawson to return.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 5. That penalty is half the distance. First down.
So that run back penalty is going to pin the Avengers back at their 4-yard line.
They're going to call the hold on Kevin Ingram, number 5 right there.
Well, it's interesting. The kick returns for Derrick's has not been as sharp today. Arizona has covered kicks well.
They've done a nice job of covering kicks, and mainly because the kicks have all hit into the net area and given their coverage team a chance to get down the field.
Oh, he's got Kareem Kelly out there, but the ball falls short and incomplete. Now, Kareem Kelly had gotten by Lawson. And right, as is the custom in the AFL, right on the field is the coach, in this case Ed Hotchkiss, the head coach, who calls the plays right to the ears of the quarterback. And they're man at now 7-17. Percentage must improve. There's a better percentage throw. He gets Hopkins, and Hopkins just gets his way to the boards by Gatewood and has a first down. Well, next Sunday, we invite you to join us here on NBC for a new Super Sunday tradition. It's the Poker Superstars Championship. Features Johnny Chan and 8 of the best poker players in the world at one table playing for $500,000. The Poker Superstars Championship next Sunday. It's at 1 Pacific, only on NBC. Now with the first down for the Avengers, Brian Mann throws it. Oh, and Hopkins had it for a moment and then lost it when he got popped by Gatewood.
Wow. Randy Gatewood is the Rattlers' all-time leading tackler at 360 tackles in his career. That won't count as a tackle, but that was a forceful hit. Mann is going to lead Hopkins a little bit too much. You see Hopkins comes up with the one-handed catch, but then Gatewood was there to deliver the paint.
This is part of what Mike Church has brought to Arizona as a very physical, that's the emphasis that all the players are telling, physical approach to defense. Mann throwing it, he's got Ingram out there, and Ingram pulls it in. First and goal for the Avengers. So Ingram going against a defensive specialist, Joe Todd, and he wins the fight.
An amazing catch by Kevin Ingram. The leading receiver for the Avengers a year ago with 88 receptions. This one, he just goes right up over Todd and makes the catch. Mann's going to give his receivers a chance. He has talented receivers on the outside in Hopkins and Ingram and Kelly. And in this case, he puts it up, gives Ingram a chance, and that's great concentration.
34 yards, first and goal, and the straight ahead run is stuffed. Josh Jeffries lost yardage. We saw this in the first half with Arizona in the red zone where straight ahead run didn't work and they had to go wide.
Well, this is going to indicate how much confidence Ed Hotchkiss has in Brian Mann at this point. Very difficult to score down in the red zone from this area of the field. And the reason is because there's a lot of different trajectory of types of throws, as we saw Cedric Bonner make, that you have to make as a quarterback. We'll see how far Brian Mann has come.
It's second and goal at the 3. Mann looking for Hopkins, Boy, he rifled that ball in there, and Hopkins could not hang on. He threw that about 700 miles an hour.
Mann moved to his left. Bides time. See Hopkins, you see how narrow of area he had to get that in, and tough to see if Greg actually dropped that ball or there was a defender that got a hand on it. In either case, still very difficult to score from down inside the 5.
And they're going to run it. Hopkins leaning toward the goal line is just short. Hopkins is marked down just inches short. So it will leave the Avengers 4th down, and with only inches to go, hard to believe they won't go for it here. Gonna spot this. Let's see. Boy, there.
It is so close.
Well, the first time the ball was put down, it was a touchdown.
Right.
And, the second official just came in and said, "We can't leave it there. That's a touchdown."
Inches to go.
Yep. Jeffries the back, Hopkins in motion, and Jeffries. And they're going to mark him down. He did not. No, they say touchdown. On further review, where they see where Jeffries and the ball ended up, ruling is a touchdown.
And Coach Church did not like that call. There was definitely some indecision and a delay in making the call, but I think it is the right call.
And Hotchkiss getting a word in with the officials, and now as he leaves, Mike Church gets his word in. Meanwhile, it's the Avengers scoring on the 4th down play, regain the lead. And Remy Hamilton for the extra point. So Brian Mann has directed the Avengers to 2 second-half touchdowns. That's a step forward. That one doesn't please Gene Nudo and the Rattlers on this close call on 4th down. But it's an Avenger touchdown and the lead.
Oh, hey, honey.
Hey. So, what have you been up to?
Nothing. So what have you guys been up to?
Nothing.
Hey, what's up?
EA Sports, Arena Football, rated P10 for ages 10 and up. EA Sports, it's in the game.
You can now get a Quiznos Real Deal Steakhouse Beef Dip Sub with roast beef, Swiss cheese, and au jus for just $2.99. I've got that much in the cushions of my car seat.
The Real Deal Steakhouse Beef Dip Sub, now just $2.99. Toasty.
Some things never change.
Look at this kid.
Spence, what's going on?
Tag.
How's the Army treating you? It's good. It's real good.
What do they got you doing? Like jumping out of planes or?
No, I'm working with computers.
Computers?
Well, you could have done that here, right?
Yeah.
Not really.
See how Army training gives you strength for now, strength for later at GoArmy.com.
Arizona thought they had a fourth down stop, not to be. Touchdown for the Avengers, and we'll get more on that ruling. Let's go down to Fred Rogan.
All right, Ted, I talked to the head linesman, and he indicated the reason it was a touchdown, the ball carrier was on the top of the backs of players who were on the ground. The ball player was not down, meaning the ball carrier was still alive, extended his arms across the goal line. That's why the delayed call, and that is the ruling on the touchdown.
And that is an accurate ruling. That is exactly true. That is the rule in Arena Football League. If you are not ruled down if you're laying on top of bodies. So that second effort by Jeffries was the reason for the touchdown. That was a good call.
So it was a 46-yard touchdown drive by the Avengers. Clarence Lawson ran the last kickoff back for a touchdown. Remy Hamilton makes sure he hits the rebound. Boy, hits the soft net, which is the ideal kickoff, yet Lawson's still going to get it out. And he'll get a tack on here as Kevin Ingram stopped him, but looked like he stopped him with a face mask. Boy, Hamilton, that's the perfect kick in that soft net, and Lawson rather still was able to run it back.
Yeah, Lawson got a good bounce out of the soft net. It can carry him far.
Major.
15.
Personal foul, face mask. Number 5, 10 yards.
15.
First down.
Make sure that's a major face mask penalty, so it's a 10-yard walk-off, and Arizona will be in midfield.
Well, there is also the choice of having an inadvertent face mask. This was not that. Ooh, you can see that's a dangerous tug of the face mask by Kevin Ingram.
There's no twisting allowed in the AFL, and that goes for face masks too, right? It was a grab and twist.
Yeah, that's dangerous. Up around the head area can be very severe injury to the neck.
This is the first offensive play of the third quarter for the Rattlers, and Bonner throwing it down there and broken up at the last moment. Intended for Jeremiah Pope with Wheeler on the coverage for the Avengers. And a flag down back at the line of scrimmage.
Offense, number 55. 10-yard penalty, first down.
So Jerry Sharp's holding penalty, and that negates the 10 yards on the face mask penalty.
Now Arizona uses a lot of slide protection, which means they're going to slide the offensive line to one side. The Avengers know that, and they're trying to stunt their people the opposite way, which often catches the offensive linemen off guard and drawing some of these holding penalties that you're seeing in the first half and here early in the second half.
Numbers for Bonner, 37 years old now, in much better shape this year. And Kelly with a nice reversal. And the cutback run takes Bo Kelly all the way down inside the Avengers 20. And that's going to be close to a first down. I mean, not there, but close enough.
You talk about an icon for an organization. Bo Kelly is that. 10 seasons with the Rattlers. That's rare in the Arena Football League to have one player stay on the same team for 10 years. The all-time leading rusher at over 1,000 yards. To see that run after catch is the reason why he's such an effective runner out of the backfield. Has the ability to make people miss, and at 235 pounds can run over them as well.
That was 16 yards, so it's second down and only 4 for Arizona. And Bonner's pass over the middle. He's got a man wide open. And it's DiMatteo who's down inside the 10, first and goal.
And this is when the Rattlers are at their best. You can see Bonner dropping back in the pocket without much distraction. He likes to go with those three-step drops, but the Avengers are not getting much pressure on him and not forcing him to move his feet, and he's too accurate to allow that to happen.
Now, Bonner missed 6 games last year with knee problems, and that's probably the prompt. He's, from every report, in fabulous shape this year.
Yes, he lowered his body fat, lost some weight. He looked great when we had a chance to interview him yesterday.
That pass is incomplete. Ingram had the ball hit him in the back. Ingram never turned around guarding Pope. The ball hit Ingram in the back. And he's 2nd and goal.
See, Ingram was in good coverage, actually never turned around, was playing the receiver the entire way, but since he did not have his arms outstretched, there was no face guarding penalty called, just good blanket coverage.
DiMatteo was left. Pope is right. And there was a false start there. Skinny Culver. With that quick twist reversal in the motion. Let's see if that's on him.
Before the ball is snapped, false start. Offense, number 6. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Jeremiah Pope, the wide receivers, at the false start call.
Okay, and the one important thing to note at this point, there's a little over 2 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. That's the 2nd offsides penalty for the Arizona Rattlers. One more, they'll be given, it'll be another 5-yard penalty, but after that, they go into the bonus.
Yep.
It'll be 10-yard penalty from here on out, which could play a big factor in the 4th quarter.
2 false starts by the Rattlers so far in this 3rd quarter. Culver in high motion right, pass to Culver, tipped off the hands of Wheeler and then just off the tips of Culver's fingers. 2 men touched it, neither man could catch it.
And Wheeler did a nice job of setting up Cedric Bonner. He made it appear that Skinny Culver was wide open, was anticipating breaking on this route. Did a nice job and should have come up with the interception. But that's sort of the bait and switch that Damian Wheeler is sort of known for in the Arena Football League. He allows the receivers to get open, give them that area of comfort, and then break right into the passing lane.
So it's 3rd and goal at the 14. The end zones here have no extra space, by the way. The walls are all alive here. The Staples Center, quick slant, nice play. Pope drives it down to the 1. So it'll be 4th down and goal for the Rattlers, but at the 1-yard line.
Did you see how quickly Cedric Bonner got that ball out of his hands? Pope was open immediately off the release of the ball, and Bonner, aware of that, was able to deliver that strike quickly, that quick sidearm release of his.
And now Arizona is going to call timeout, last minute 3rd quarter, but Larry Kuharich is going to have Gene Nudo, the head coach, come out. They're going to talk this over about kicking, which would give them the lead or going for it. And of course, in the arena game, points obviously come at a much more frequent pace, so a field goal is not, usually a field goal is just a consolation prize.
It is the lesser of 2 evils.
And we'll see which way Arizona goes on 4th and goal. The in shape Damon Wheeler leading the Avengers defense.
You look great. You look great. You look great.
How do I look?
Bad poker face? Doesn't matter when you play online at partypoker.net. It's fun, it's free, it's the world's largest poker school.
Got some flowers. Got some flowers.
Free? Free? You're giving it away free.
Hi, I'm Rob Graham, the president of Vital Basics, and I want to give you a bottle of Focus Factor, one of our best-selling supplements, absolutely free. Why would we give away a free bottle of Focus Factor? Because we know that if you try it, you'll buy it. Focus Factor contains nutrients that work with your natural brain chemistry to support focus, concentration, and memory.
Focus Factor is now available at Walgreens and CVS Pharmacy, but if you call now, you can try it free.
Simply call the number on the bottom of your screen, and we'll send you a full-size bottle of Focus Factor, a $75 value, absolutely free. You simply provide $4.95 to help cover the cost of shipping.
They let you try it free? It must be good.
You know, I've been taking Focus Factor since we introduced it over 2.5 years ago, and I wouldn't work a day without it.
Buy it at Walgreens and CVS Pharmacy, or call now and try it free. Call 1-800-332-4221.
The Super Sunday tradition continues. Johnny Chan leads the best of the best, playing for $500,000 big ones. It's winner take all. Call, raise, fold, or go all in.
Yeah, baby!
The Poker Superstars Championship. Super Sunday, 4 Eastern, NBC.
Let's watch the end of Jeremiah Pope's catch and run. And oops, that ball did come free.
That was actually a free ball, but Pope was able to get back on it. You know, Pope is actually getting his master's degree right now in the offseason, and he was smart enough to recognize that ball was loose and get back on the ball. So a nice job by Pope, and that brings up this big critical 4th down.
Rattlers going, 4th and goal at the 1. Bo Kelly behind Cedric Bonner, and that may change things as Mark Tucker picked up quick for Arizona, and that may change. In fact, that will change the thinking for Gene Nudo.
And the Avenger players recognize the reason for that false start was the crowd noise. So they immediately get the Staples Center crowd on their feet. The fans taking credit for that offsides. The reason for home field advantage. That brings up a field goal.
So Gary Kroll is out to kick. This will be 20 yards, 21 official. And Kroll hits it. And Arizona does regain the lead in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Now 31-30 for the Rattlers. 3 of the top 20 players as recently voted on in the 20-year history of the Arena Football League are here today. Cedric Bonner, one of them, of course, a name that will always be associated with the Arizona franchise, Hunky Cooper, who's now an assistant coach with Danny White in Utah.
And Greg Hopkins, the big play threat, the two-way player, arguably the best player in the Arena Football League of all time. And Randy Gatewood, another dynamic player, had his breakout year, his best year of his career last year after 10 seasons in the Arena Football League. And this is another one that one of the best quarterbacks that ever played would be Cedric Bonner. There's no question about it. He will go down in the Arena Football League Hall of Fame when he's done playing, and possibly to a head coaching job after his career is done.
Eddie Brown, the all-time winner, offensive specialist. Barry Wagner's back playing. He's with San Jose again this year at age 38.
There's some big names on this list. You see number 12 in particular, Kurt Warner, in the NFL now, but made such an impact on the league. He made number 12 on this great list.
There comes Derricks off the rebound net, and he's out to the 8 is all. So Arizona continues to cover the kicks well. It was an interesting conversation because, of course, the founding principle of this league was two-way football, and Eddie Brown, voted number 1, was an offensive specialist. But just Greg Hopkins was talking with us about that yesterday. He's saying he played with Eddie Brown and admitting the guy could just take over a game.
Yeah, and he was so dominant from the offensive side of the ball. That's why he felt that he was deserving of that number 1 honor. But the man right under him, Barry Wagner, those two guys sort of signify this league. You know, Brown on offense and Barry Wagner, a great two-way player. They used to go head-to-head, and Hopkins said that was some of the best matchups he's ever seen.
Man going deep. He's got Ingram out there, and the Avengers strike on one play. 42 yards, and suddenly the Avengers are feeling a little better about life as Brian Mann has played a much better 3rd quarter and gets a nice pat there from Van Dyke.
And the credit really goes up front. This offensive line in the second half in particularly have given Brian Mann enough time to throw the ball and have the receivers get down the field without him having to scramble. And anytime you leave a defensive back in one-on-one coverage that long, it's extremely difficult on this 50-yard field.
So Remy Hamilton, as time has expired in the 3rd quarter, adds the point. And the Avengers, 3 touchdowns in the 3rd quarter. And they'll go to the 4th on their home field with the lead. 37-31 Avengers. We'll be back with more AFL and NBC after these messages and a word from your local NBC station.
Deal or No Deal was seen by nearly 50 million viewers. And now, it's back for another week-long event. The frenzy, the excitement. There's only one.
Deal or no deal?
I'm behind you, baby.
I don't know that it's worth taking a gamble.
Deal or No Deal returns after the Olympics for a week-long event every night at 8/7 Central, only on NBC.
The Arizona Republic. Miss a day, miss a lot. Subscribe now and get 3 months for the price of 2.
Want to own land for your family and future? Sunday, February 19th at the Mesa Convention Center, over 200 properties will be sold during the My Sunnyland Mega Land Auction. Residential lots in Maricopa County from $700, 40 acres in Apache County from $500, and much more, all with no reserve.
I sat down, looked at the properties I wanted, I placed my bid, and it was just so easy.
Free admission, hourly land drawings, and easy seller financing. Go to mysunnyland.com and do your research. Then come to the Mesa Convention Center, Sunday, February 19th.
If you tell your kids to go inside to play catch, you might be a Rattlers fan. For tickets, call 602-514-TDTD or visit azrattlers.com. Rattlers football, locked and loaded. If you blow a whistle every time you put your kids in timeout, you might be a Rattlers fan. For tickets, call 602-514-TDTD or visit azrattlers.com. Rattlers football, locked and loaded.
It's FBR Open Week. Will Bill Murray upstage the pros? 10:30 on 12 Sports Tonight.
This copyrighted telecast of the Arena Football League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written permission of the AFL and NBC.
The season opener for the AFL out west has been an arena game for 3 quarters. Big plays, lead changes, 7 of them so far. And Los Angeles holding the lead as we go to the 4th.
And Ted, all of this in week 1. Back and forth game. A lot of lead changes, a 6-point game as we enter the 4th quarter, and it looks like the last team to possess the ball will win.
So Remy Hamilton drives it toward the rebound net. Lawson ran one back for a touchdown. You just saw the glimpse of that. They can't break out this time. Lonnie Ford wraps him up on the kick coverage for the Avengers. Let's take a look at part of Week 2 schedule of the AFL. There'll be 4 games Friday night, which you can follow on your local FSN affiliate. And then next Sunday, we'll be in Philadelphia with these Avengers and the Arena Bowl rematch, this time in Georgia, Colorado and Georgia.
Some big matchups and some big games. Tony Graziani is going to square off against the Avengers once again.
There's a look at things. His numbers have improved dramatically after his 3rd quarter. Neither of these two, Bonner and Mann, neither has thrown a pick, sack, flag. Bonner not very mobile, couldn't get away, but there's also a flag down. The flag was down on the defensive side of the line of scrimmage. And Bonner getting up, and he's not happy. And he's not feeling good. And he's going back down.
Defense number 82 was out of the box. That is a 5-yard penalty.
So Greg Hopkins called for out of the box. And here's the backup quarterback for Arizona, Travis Cole, who played his college ball at Minnesota.
It's obviously not good news for the Rattlers. This is the same situation that happened a year ago, that Bonner got hurt in week 1 and missed several weeks.
Bonner missed 6 games last year. But obviously here you can see that they're working on where the problem is in the left shoulder.
Cedric Bonner's as tough as it gets. So if he is hurting, this is definitely a big concern for the Rattlers. This is, as I mentioned, the same situation that happened a year ago, going down in week 1. And of course, the Rattlers got off to a rough start, 1-7 to start the season. We'll take a look. Riley is going to come up with what would have been the sack, but it's the extra weight of Lonnie Ford. It looked like he pounced on Bonner's right shoulder, pounding his left shoulder into the turf, and that's what it looks like Cedric is trying to loosen up, that left shoulder.
So Travis Cole is going to take his first snap in an arena game right here. And he pumps twice, now shovels the ball ahead for a completion with flags down. Thomas on the catch. That was a fairly, at least look from here, John, to be a fairly long shovel pass.
It's about a 10-yard shovel pass on your first throw.
Illegal defense. Number 25 was out of the box. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
So on consecutive plays, the Avengers have been called for having that second linebacker leaving the box before he's able to.
Well, the first one was the jack out of the box, which was Greg Hopkins, and this time it's the Mac out of the box and Lonnie Ford. Remember what the box is in the Arena Football League. It extends to the tackles and then 5 yards down the field, and you cannot leave the box until the ball is released from the quarterback's arm.
Right. One linebacker can rush, the other linebacker has to stay in that box. You can't double team a receiver. Hopkins is the guy that a lot of opponents recognize. He's such a wily guy, John. He roams quite a bit.
Yeah, a lot of quarterbacks, of course, accuse him of being out of the box very often.
So it's first down as Cole continues on the field. Travis Cole was on the practice squad for Arizona last year. Look at this, to the tight end who's wide open. Rumbling down the far side and hurdling is Wendell Gaines all the way down inside the 10.
The tight ends don't catch very many balls in the Arena Football League. Last year, Gaines had 5 receptions for 57 yards and a touchdown. For his career, he has 20, this being number 21. But watch the mismatch. You want to talk about a mismatch? You have Wendell Gaines at 6'5", 290 pounds, and Damon Wheeler at 5'9", 180 pounds. And you can see why Wheeler went low and Gaines went high.
Well, that's, of course, part of the arena game. The 290-pounders don't ever get to catch the ball outdoors.
Very rare.
Indoors, they do a lot of blocking, but once in a while, they catch a ball. And Cole to the end zone, threw it soft, and boy, Anthony Derrickson loved that one back. That had pick written all over it.
That was an easy interception and one that should have been had by Derrick. Cole gets this ball up a little bit late. You can see in arena football, you have to anticipate the receiver getting into his route. That's really the difficulty in playing quarterback in the Arena Football League as compared to the outdoor game. You have to anticipate a lot more and know where your guys are going to be, and that's why it takes a long time to get the timing down as well as the anticipation.
3-step drop, quick little sidearm pass there by Cole, and Gatewood could not hang on. So you can see there's that Arena League training for Travis Cole from Lake Oswego, Oregon. Cedric Bonner has gone off the bench back underneath. Let's find out from Fred Rogan.
Cedric Bonner is back on the bench. He was underneath the stands here at Staples Center, right outside the Rattlers locker room, trying to loosen up his left shoulder. He told me he was having problems extending his arm over his head. And you could see Gene Nudo looking back behind and trying to give him the eye to get back out on the field. He has just come back on the bench. And I've got a feeling, Ted, he's going to go at the first opportunity.
3rd and goal, and that fire is high. Incomplete, intended for Skinny Culver, and that leaves Arizona now. And this is a real tough call because you've got your backup quarterback on the field. 4th and goal at the 9.
And Bonner has now re-entered the field. So we'll see what decision they make. If they're going to go with Cole, they're going to stay with Cole, it appears, and they are going to go for it on 4th down.
And now Arizona's going to take a timeout. So Larry Kuharek, again, the offensive coordinator. Big decision for the Rattlers in this game. Going to take the extra time to think about it.
This will also be a media timeout.
We're going to take a break and play.
On NBC next Sunday, 1 Eastern.
You're going to like these guys, though. They're a pretty good crew. Everybody listen up.
This is Levon.
Hey, Levon, I'm Winty.
You're on the 120 today.
How are you?
So if there's anything you need, just ask these guys. They'll take care of it, all right? Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
You ever been around anything this fast before?
Yeah, in my last job. See how Army training gives you strength for now, strength for later at GoArmy.com.
ParadisePoker.net presents the online poker experience. Play now in the world's only free $1 million online poker tournament. Play online at ParadisePoker.net to be our next poker millionaire. Online now at ParadisePoker.net.
This time of year, everyone wants to lose weight. Subway restaurants can help. With their new Fresh Resolutions Instant Win Game, you can win thousands of great prizes, like an all-inclusive Beaches Family Resorts vacation for 4. The more you come in, the more chances you have to win. And with 8 delicious subs with 6 grams of fat or less, what have you got to lose? Bye-bye, burgers.
The AFL on NBC is brought to you by the United States Army, an army of one. By ADT, America's residential and commercial security leader. And by Subway. Celebrate this new year by keeping your resolution. Stop into Subway restaurants tonight. Subway, eat fresh. Cedric Bonner back out for this 4th and goal play for his Arizona Rattlers as they try to regain the lead from Los Angeles. 4th quarter at the Staples Center. Just inside the 10, Culver in motion. And Bonner floats one. Gatewood just off his fingertips with Kevin Ingram, the Iron Man of the Year in the AFL last year, on the coverage.
But there was pressure on Bonner on that throw. Silas Demery, number 90, the defensive end, was able to clear, break free of the offensive lineman and put pressure on Bonner just enough to force the high throw. You see Bonner in the pocket. You see Demery coming around the outside, and just that little recognition he had to move to his left and throw off balance, forced that ball to just go a little bit high. The incompletion, the Avengers with the stop.
And the Avengers take over with the lead.
What is Budweiser? The look of perfection. It's crisp with ideal flavor. It's clean for a great finish. It's pure, made with the finest all-natural ingredients.
This is Budweiser. This is clean. Budweiser.
This is Budweiser. This is beer.
You can now get a Quiznos Real Deal Steakhouse Beef Dip Sub with roast beef, Swiss cheese, and au jus for just $2.99. I've got that much in the cushions of my car seat.
Dips up, now just $2.99. Toasty.
You look great. You look great. You look great.
How do I look?
Bad poker face. Doesn't matter when you play online at partypoker.net. It's fun, it's free, it's the world's largest poker school.
Got some flowers. Got some flowers.
Tonight, his daughter is missing.
People are trying to kill her.
Searching for her could cost him his life. All new Crossing Jordan, tonight on NBC.
Fierce rivals, bad blood. The Wings and Avalanche do get out in Denver, or regional action. Next Saturday at 2 Eastern, the NHC.
John, I can't help but think Ed Hotchkiss, the Avengers coach, went in at halftime thinking, what the heck have I gotten myself into? Now, in part because his defense has made 3 stops in this game, Avengers have a chance to really take command if they can score on this possession.
And usually that's enough to win. But you're right, the offense has sputtered at times. The defense has played well to this point.
First down running play here. Josh Jeffries punches it out for a couple of yards.
And interesting to note, when the 4th quarter started, Arizona had the ball and they went with their offensive unit. Well, What that means is right now they have their offensive unit on the field trying to play defense, and I'm talking about the guys up front in particular. So the Avengers right there with Jeffries trying to exploit that weakness, trying to run the ball against an offensive-minded defensive unit up front for the Rattlers.
2nd down, 7. Running time again until the final minute as Mann throws it down the field too high and incomplete. And of course, in the arena game, even though it is running time until that last minute, the last minute of the game can involve and has often involved multiple scores.
Well, exactly. We have two of the best here in Ed Hotchkiss as well as Gene Nudo in terms of managing the clock down the stretch. They've been around a long time and they know how to do it. So this game really is just getting started right now.
And a 3rd down here for the Avengers. Hopkins in motion on the right. And Mann throwing it, and Ingram turned his route out, cut it short. Ball's incomplete. So now it's 4th down, and this is in a situation that Arizona confronted earlier in the game. See what Ed Hotchkiss does here. It's 4th down and 7.
And a lot of people would say, well, why would Ed Hotchkiss go for it at this area of the field deep in your own territory? Well, you avoid the big return, but also if you don't make the 1st down, you put Arizona in the situation where it's toughest to score, that's in the red zone. Change of thinking in the Arena Football League.
Ingram will be the man in forward motion as the ball snapped to Mann, throws it deep for Ingram, and it's incomplete. And so the Avengers turn it over, and Arizona will get possession in good position. They'll get it right back at the Avengers' 13-yard line. Almost 9 minutes to play. And Arizona will be trying to score and regain the lead. Looks like Bonner's going to come back.
At Geico.com, you can handle all your car insurance needs online. It's so easy, a caveman could do it.
Seriously, we apologize. We had no idea you guys were still around.
Yeah, next time maybe do a little research.
Gentlemen, are we ready to order?
I'll have the roast duck with the mango salsa. I don't have much of an appetite, thank you.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Thank you for calling ADT Security Services.
I just wanted you to know that security system saved me twice.
You all have given me peace of mind.
I tell everybody I see, get an ADT security system.
Like these customers and millions more, you'll feel more secure with ADT in your home. ADT can help protect your family from burglary, fire, and carbon monoxide. Call now and save up to $200 on an ADT protection package. You may even save up to 20% off your homeowner's insurance. ADT, always there.
Sometimes you just know you're beat and you have to lay it down. Poker's about everything else but the cards.
Learn from the pros at fulltiltpoker.net.
Daytona, a goal attained by conquering 500 miles of speed and danger. An ultimate destination where some have stamped their legend and others yearn to reach. The one mission on America's greatest day of racing, the Daytona 500, February 19th on NBC.
Before the game today, the Avengers unveiled their championship banner, their first championship banner. It is an Arena League franchise, and in the lower right, of course, a very somber memory. Al Lucas, a player who died while playing for the Avengers last year.
Yeah, what a great tribute for the Avengers to put Al Lucas number 76 up on that sign that will always hang in Staples Arena.
And a handoff on 1st down for Arizona from the 13-yard line. Lucas suffered spinal cord injuries in a game here last April. Last night in San Jose, the SaberCats' longtime star receiver James Rowe suffered a frightening injury, was taken off, strapped to a board on a stretcher, and a lot of people were remembering the Al Lucas tragedy. Thankfully, James Rowe, a 3rd-degree concussion, which is going to keep him out for a while, but no permanent problems.
Yeah, I broadcast the game where Al Lucas got hurt, and that was the toughest thing in my broadcast career I've ever had to go through, obviously. But the way that the Avengers handled it, from the ownership on down, how they handled the whole situation is as well as you can handle a tough situation that I've ever seen in all sports. And so tragic loss, but you know, he'll always be in memory here for the Avengers, and that's a great tribute.
All right, Cedric Bonner came to the line, was not settled with one aspect, something there, and he rather reluctantly called a timeout. You can see Cedric was walking away like, I don't really want to do this, but I have to. And that's the last timeout, which is why Cedric was so reluctant. All right, let's take a look at our big plays today, brought to you by Little Debbie.
Well, there's been a lot of big plays that have either turned the tide of the game or could have potentially turned the tide of the game, and this is one of them. A fumble by Derricks. The Avengers able to come up with the recovery, which led to a touchdown right after that. Then Van Dyke with a ill-advised throw for an interception. The Arizona Rattlers would get points off of that miscue. And then the second half, Brian Mann has caught the hot hand. He hit Hopkins with that deep ball. And this potentially could have been the biggest play of the game if Cedric Bonner is not able to come back at 100%. That was the one that sort of endangered his future in this game anyway with that shoulder injury, but he's back in the game. We'll see how effective he is as he throws in this series.
Because of the defensive stop, the Rattlers getting a chance here, taking over at the 13 of the Avengers. Lost one on first. The 2nd and 11. Culver in motion, right slot. And the pass up the middle of the field for the fullback. Kelly coming out of the backfield is incomplete.
And pressure, once again, the reason why Bonner unable to complete that pass to Kelly. Take a look at Silas Demery. He's going to come from the right side. You see how he almost anticipated the snap count. Did a nice job of recognizing that snap count in the face of Bonner.
And you see Bonner, if he's going down, look at that. He's going down on his right side.
Still favoring that shoulder.
I mean, a quarterback should always do that if you're left-handed, but he really, you're right, appears to be quite conscious of it. 3rd down. Trouble. Down goes Bonner. So the pressure. Jason Stewart in for the Avengers. So
Very
first
quick
sack of the game.
Stewart, a rookie, another rookie for the Avengers out of Fresno State. It's an inside twist. In the Arena Football League, the nose guard and the middle linebacker, the MAC, can twist. And that time you saw the Stewart went left, Jeffries went right. Immediate pressure on Bonner in the sack.
So Arizona now facing 4th down. And 18 will send out the kicker. And now they're going to get penalized.
Well, we've talked about a lot of the rule changes this year in the Arena Football League, and one of them is a 35-second clock as opposed to a 45-second clock, which it was a year ago. So you have to be crisp in substitutions, getting on and off the field. The Rattlers were not in that situation, so it cost them 5 and move Crawl back.
So Crawl will try this one from 42. We had a couple of long tries today. Gatewood holding. Crawl's kick is going to be off the rebound net, back in the field of play. Corralled by Derricks. And Derricks got a chance here. And brought down by Gatewood. How about that? A great two-way player, Gatewood, the holder, also tackles to prevent a bigger run back from Derricks. Avengers take over. Still have the lead as we check in New York with Al Trautwig.
Hi, Ted. The Arena Bowl champions pick off, and their receiving star is Damian Harrell, and he's 3 touchdowns worth of great today.
This guy is so athletic, makes catches on the ground. He's got an extra speed gauge he's got going on there. This guy's pretty amazing.
He's a big receiver. He's a big target. He's awesome.
And he knows how to celebrate. Colorado up big over Chicago, 56-42. Ted, back to you.
All right, Al, here the Avengers trying to score and take a 2-possession advantage as they run it on 1st down. Michael Spicer gets a chance to carry. Big body, and as you referenced earlier, John, one of 3 guys that the Avengers can use as a fullback.
Well, this gives them the flexibility at that fullback position. You can rotate Ford, Jeffries, as well as Spicer at that spot. It allows Coach Ed Hotchkiss to do some creativity, especially up front. Spicer can play the defensive line. As you see now, he's moving back on offense. He's very key in terms of getting pressure on the quarterback. We'll see how long he leaves him in this half, because he'll have to get he'll get a rest at some point.
Oh, nice spin away by Mann. Can Kelly make the catch? Oh, he almost did. That was a good play by Brian Mann to spin away from the pressure. And then Kelly defended by Joe Todd.
Well, both teams at a stalemate at this point. We saw a lot of scoring coming out of halftime, but now neither offense can get anything going. Good coverage is really good coverage down the field. To stay with the receiver that long, for the fans at home, it's hard to even imagine. You know, you're out on the island all by yourself, and it's like playing tag for 15 seconds. Very difficult to do.
Lindsey Jackson in motion. He's the receiver, and that's a first down play. Nope, not a first down play. He didn't hang on. One man hit him with the pass, and Jackson couldn't hold it. And boy, interesting as we wind down in these closing moments here. Hit a wall, both teams getting stopped.
Yeah, you're seeing a little bit of everything. We saw fireworks on offense coming out of the half. It seemed like both coaches went in, made the right adjustments, and
so Remy Hamilton, who kicked 3 field goals in the first half, tries this one from 42. Very little rush in the arena game, but remember the accuracy. Only 9 feet wide are the uprights as Hamilton's ball hits off the middle upright and caroms through. How about that? What a weapon. You don't think about a kicker in the arena game, John, being a weapon, but make no mistake about that guy.
Yeah, Hamilton, you know, this is big. It puts the Avengers up by 9 points, so that equals 2 scores for the Arizona Rattlers. But as you mentioned, the opening between the goalposts only 9 feet wide, much different than the 15-foot goalpost in the outdoor game, which means the kickers have to be extremely accurate. This one just gets inside the right upright.
Off the metal and through. Remy Hamilton got a chance to play in the NFL. He's been in a million camps through the years. He actually kicked in 1 game for the Detroit Lions this past season. And he's back here where he has been a stalwart, climbing up to the top of every AFL career kicking list.
And we talked about how accurate he was a year ago. He started the season making 11 in a row, which stretched out to be the AFL record of 12 in a row dating back to 2004. Today, 4 for 4, so he's off to a great start once again. It's Remy Hamilton.
Last night, Utah, the new expansion team, which won its first game, their kicker Steve Viditek became the all-time leading scorer in the history of the arena game for kickers. Remy Hamilton is 3rd on that list. So 9 points now the difference at 3:51 to play. And again, the clock will continue to play running time until 1 minute remains. But it's 9 points is far from a safe lead in the arena game. Hamilton driving this one to the net, and it hits the metal upright, back in play. It's a free ball, and did it hit the wall first? It may have hit the wall first, which means it is Arizona, and that is. It hit the wall first, which immediately deadens the play. Ball that caroms back into the field of play on a kickoff is a free ball. If it hits the wall first, it's dead. Yep, there it is. So it hit the wall just an instant before Ingram possessed it. Well, if you want to win a trip to Arena Bowl 20, which will be played again in Las Vegas this year, and a shot at $1 million just for watching this game, you can go to arenafootball.com and register today.
I'm going to have to go to the Arena Bowl this year. Everybody said how much fun it was, and all the big parties and all that kind of stuff, and obviously a great game as well. I'm going to have to make that trip to Las Vegas this year.
Early June once again, Arena Bowl 20. Hunter back to throw, and he hits Pope, jarred free, incomplete. Derrick's on the hit.
Got 3 minutes left, just over 3 minutes left to go in the game. Plenty of time for the Arizona Rattlers, so they don't have to worry about a sense of urgency at this point. Remember, the clock will stop inside of 1 minute. But the important thing to note, it is a 2-possession game, so not only have to score, they're going to have to come up with a stop at some point and score again.
Of course, the weapon now for Arizona would be, they hope, score an onside kick. Bonner trying to move out of trouble and just puts the ball in his right hand, flips it up the field, incomplete. Now, Bonner certainly appears to be less than ideal right now, and he can't ground the ball. That's safety if he grounds the ball out of the end zone. Let's check in with Fred Rogan. Fred?
Ted, I talked with a trainer. He's got a mild sprain of the left shoulder. The trainer said it's not going to get any worse if he's not hit on the shoulder. But he is going to be in an awful lot of pain. He wants to play. I'm not so sure they want him out there right now because he is laboring, but he wants to play. And until he takes himself out, he's going to stay on the field.
That's a good point, Fred. It's an issue of pain tolerance. 3 out of his last 9 is Bonner. Throws this one deep, and it's tipped, and it is intercepted. Kevin Ingram. He's made his name doing this, and Ingram runs it back to midfield. The AFL Ironman of the Year in 2005, who in a most remarkable statement says, I prefer playing defense. Who likes to play defense in this league? Well, Ingram says, I prefer it. I like the challenge.
He does like the challenge. This is the reason why. In perfect coverage is Kevin Ingram, but it's not only the being in position, it's able to make the play after he tipped the ball in the air to himself, able to come up with the interception. 6 interceptions a year ago led the Avengers. This is the first turnover of the day for the Arizona Rattlers.
Now at halftime, even though it was only a 5-point game, the way the first half was played, you couldn't have felt all that great if you were an Avenger fan about their chances. And here they are now in the seat to try to wrap this game up as they'll run the game clock down now to the final minute.
No, I can't say enough about the gutsy performance of Cedric Bonner. Obviously hurt. It appears like he can barely lift up his shoulder, and he will have a problem doing that tomorrow morning. But he wants to win so bad. He said that, you know, last year not making the playoffs, it just hurt so deep down inside he could not even think about retiring and going out by not making the playoffs. So this is a man driven by success, and you know, he wanted to be out on the field to help his team win.
Actually, John, this may be a rare arena game where a team can actually run it out, because remember, Arizona has no timeouts.
Yes.
But we'll come back from the 1-minute warning here, and the Avengers can just run the football, and Arizona can't stop it.
Yeah, they have to pick up positive yardage. That is the key.
Right, exactly right. No kneel downs in the Arena League. 1 minute to go.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Cindy. Hi. Hi, I'm Jan. I'm Marsha. I'm Rachel. Hi, I'm Monica. I'm Phoebe.
Hi, Phoebe.
I'm Carrie. I'm Charlotte. Miranda. I'm Samantha. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Zena.
Zena?
Yes, Zena. I'm Lucy. This is my friend Ethel. Hi, my name's Louise. Call me Weezy. Hi, I'm Ginger.
Ginger. I'm Cliff, and this is my buddy Norm.
Hey.
Any Aaron Sales and Lease Ownership store, and you'll find brand new, brand name furniture, electronics, appliances, and computers. Always at the guaranteed lowest price, whether you buy or lease to own, and no credit checks. So, do the math. Nobody beats Aaron's.
Do the math.
Nobody
beats Aaron's.
Hey, what's up?
EA Sports, Arena Football. Rated E10 for ages 10 and up. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Bodie Miller. You've heard the stories. The best skier in the world. He either crashes or wins. Then there's world champion Darren Rawls. All he does is medal. Yes, he does it! Bodie, Darren, America's 1-2 punch. The Olympics starting Friday in 1 week on NBC.
Ed Hotchkiss blessed here in Los Angeles with great veteran two-way players, and our U.S. Army Iron Man of the game. Who else? Kevin Ingram.
Well, he's done it on both sides of the ball. He's been able to do it offensively, catching the ball. This is a nice catch in the first half, as well as defensively, and that's Iron Man of the game. Ingram won Iron Man of the game 6 times last year on his way to being named the Iron Man of the year after 2005. We talked about the talented Ironmen on the field today. Gatewood won it in 2003. Greg Hopkins won it in 2002. So there's 3 of the last 4 Ironmen of the year in this game today.
Ingram got the huge trophy for last year's award, and he said he immediately thanked his coach, Mike Daly, the coach of the Colorado Crush, the Arena Bowl champions last year. But Ingram broke in Indiana playing for Mike Daly, and is so grateful of what he learned.
Yeah, how good was that Indiana team with Hopkins, Eddie Brown, as well as Kevin Ingram? You look at the Iron Men of the year, you see that we have Ingram, Gatewood, and Hopkins all in this game. Hunky Cooper also played for Arizona. He won it back-to-back years in 99 and 2000. So with these two franchises known for the thing that signifies the league, and that's the Ironman.
Well, a positive play here, and that's all they need, and that's going to do it. So a rare game in the Arena Football League where the last minute is anticlimactic. Arizona being out of timeouts, defenseless. The only thing the Avengers had to do was advance the ball, which they did.
But it was a great game, and I think that these two teams are going to be there at the end of the season battling for the Western Division. So this might be a sneak preview of the champions in the Western Division.
And I think last night, Danny White sent an early message, don't forget about me.
That's right.
I'll tell you what, Utah does not look like an expansion team. Right. A lot of talent there.
They're always good. Danny White is a great coach, been around a long time in this league.
And for Brian Mann, what a good feeling. At halftime, life wasn't as good. But Brian Mann, who almost took a job on Wall Street. He was a day away from accepting a job when he graduated Dartmouth. And a scout for the Avengers called him and asked him to come here and try out 3 years ago. It took him 3 years to get a start. And in the second half, he came to life.
And I think when you talk to Brian, he'll say how much he's matured just in this game.
All right, let's look at our defensive play of the game today, brought to you by ADT, the play that sealed it for the Avengers.
Well, it was Kevin Ingram, and this last interception, a spectacular play, able to control the ball after the tip. That was a game-sealing interception. Remember, Arizona needed 2 scores at that point to pull off a victory. So Kevin Ingram, who has become a dominant player in the Arena Football League, makes the play of the game to seal the victory.
So Los Angeles winning in the season opener. Let's go down to Fred Rogan.
All right, thanks very much, Ted. With Brian Mann here, you're playing in Hollywood. You're on the stage. During the telecast, the guys were saying this is an audition. Well, how do you think it played in your audition?
I got a lot of room for improvement, certainly. I think we did enough today as a team to pull the game out, luckily. But our defense played great the whole game, kept us in it, especially in the first half. I think we did some good things on offense. We got a roll there in the third quarter. But I think we got a lot to build on. A lot of good things to build on, but we got a lot of room to go.
It seemed early on when you were struggling, the passes were high. Why was that?
You know, I have to look at it on film. I probably was just a little excited, you know, probably trying to do too much with the ball, throw it too hard maybe. We'll take a look at it on film, but it was just that rust period. I think I shake some of it off. Hopefully I can get some more off this week in practice and come back strong next week.
Brian, thanks for your time. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Back upstairs, guys.
Well, he had about 10 or 12 of his friends from Dartmouth were flying out today, Brian Mann said, to be here for that day with him, and he's going to go celebrate with them.
Well, you know, he has to be happy with his performance. First of all, his team won, but I think the big stat, what's going to come out of this, no interceptions for Brian Mann. That proved to be the difference.
And the Avengers, 4 years in a row, they've lost the first round of the playoffs, and they've said this year their goal is to get back and win a playoff game. They start that road defensive their division championship with a 40-31 win today. Now for John Jackson and Fred Rogan, I'm Ted Robinson. Thanks for being with us here in Los Angeles. Let's go to Denver to join the Chicago Rush, the Colorado Crush.
With 1 minute left, Colorado leads Chicago by 8. It's second down and goal from the 6-yard line, and Matt D'Orazio, the quarterback of the Rush, has hit 9 of his last 10 passes. And welcome to those of you who have been watching Arizona and Los Angeles as the Avengers beat the Rattlers. Tom Hammond, Pat Hayden, Lewis Johnson here in Denver, the defending Arena Bowl champions, trying to hold off the Chicago Rush. Quarterback comparison between Matt D'Orazio, the youngster of Chicago, and Dutton of Colorado. Dutton threw an interception, the first Colorado turnover, and Chicago's marched it downfield. D'Orazio, second and goal, nowhere to go with it. He's going to scramble, hit, taken out of bounds at about the 1-yard line. It is going to bring up third and goal from the 1-yard line. Clock shows 51 seconds as he was knocked out of bounds. The clock stops in the final minute.
He has run the ball very well all day long, scored 2 touchdowns and also scored on a 2-point play. They've been stopped down in this area of the field on 2-point plays.
D'Orazio has also thrown 5 touchdown passes. As you said, rushed for 2.
He's got another, I heard the play, he's got another power keep. So he's going to try to get it in himself again.
This hasn't worked in recent times. Plowing ahead and again stops short of the goal line. Now they say touchdown.
Yeah, late signal. He got in that last surge. And again, that is his third rushing touchdown of the day on a quarterback sneak. He's also scored on a 2-point play. And to tie it, they're going to need another 2-point play.
He moved the pile, didn't he?
Yeah.
You don't say that about a quarterback.
You don't. You know, he plays a little bit like fullback. Watch, he just follows his center and just keeps churning.
He did indeed churn it across the goal line. Now a 2-point conversion to tie.
He's trying it.
Welcome those of you who've been watching Tampa Bay and Philadelphia. Chicago going for a 2-point tying conversion. DeRazio hits his man for the 2-point conversion. C.J. Johnson with a catch. And Chicago, after an interception on their own 1-yard line, the first Colorado turnover of the game, marched downfield under the young quarterback, Matt DeRazio, who scores on a quarterback sneak and then hits Johnson for the 2-point conversion to tie it at 56.
I'll tell you, this makes Matt DeRazio a little unique and different than most quarterbacks in the league. The way he scrambles around in the pocket, those defensive backs are used to seeing the ball come out of the quarterback's hands on 3 steps or 5 steps. And so you have to cover the receivers a lot longer when you play against Matt DeRazio, who's played, I think, very, very well in the opening game in his first game for Chicago. Here's the touchdown that led to the 2-point play, the third quarterback sneak. He had been stuffed earlier, but just a determined quarterback sneak by Matt DeRazio. And then the 2-point play you saw a moment ago.
And so Dutton, who threw an interception, just as it looked as if Colorado was going to put it away with a score. Let's take a look at our ADT defensive play of the game.
No, it was just that interception just a moment ago. A little underthrown ball to Andy McCullough. He had been throwing the ball so well, particularly deep, but Russell Shaw cuts underneath him. And you know, with 47 seconds in this league, well, time for 2 or 3 scores.
And with Damian Harrell on your side, he's been virtually unstoppable in the second half.
Yeah, actually, Coach Daly said to us yesterday, what he really all he needs is about 30 seconds and 2 timeouts in this kind of situation.
Off the backboard for the touchback. That was Howard that kicked that one instead of Bishop. And Dutton will come out onto the field. Here's the Week 2 TV schedule in the Arena Football League.
A big win for Los Angeles. The Avengers go to Philadelphia, who were playing well early in their game.
And some of you will see a rematch of last year's Arena Bowl, Colorado at Georgia.
Well, you know what, the ideal thing for Colorado now, obviously with 47 seconds, they've been in this situation so many times last year, is use as much of this clock as you can. You've got a clutch kicker, but you can also, you know, score with Damian Harrell. You can score with Andy McCullough. A lot of ways they can manage the clock and win this game at the end.
They'll start from their own 5. John Elway's team trying to repeat as Arena Bowl champions. John Dutton, the veteran, to McCullough. He has it into Chicago territory. Lukens drags him down, but not until he makes it for 28 yards and a first down.
Yeah, this is one of the interesting things about the league. You just don't want to score too quickly, though, right now, Tom? So they decide to throw the post pattern to McCullough. He catches it, gets down, but they're in no rush. You know, they're trying to use as much clock as they can. Now, remember, Chicago has 3 timeouts remaining.
What time you on the clock? 19.
And now Colorado takes a timeout.
They had 3 as well, so not a bad use of those timeouts.
Clock has ticked its way down to 21 seconds. Well, get that confetti ready, but don't let it go yet.
Too early, yeah.
The last confetti guy who prematurely sent the confetti to the field in the playoffs last year lost his job. That's Steve Gray. He's the new guy.
Yeah, the old confetti guy, I'm not sure where he is, but the new confetti guy looks ready, doesn't he?
Don't be too ready. Don't get an itchy finger on that confetti machine. The These two teams played a dramatic game in the playoffs, American Conference Championship game. Looked like it was over. The confetti came down prematurely. Colorado wound up winning it, going to the Arena Bowl and winning that as well after being swept in the regular season by Chicago.
Doug just told the guys if you catch it, just make sure you don't score so quickly.
Look one way, toss the other to Marshall. Short gain as he's taken out of bounds, stopping the clock with 16 seconds.
Yeah, just, you know, I think in this league, your quarterback really, as we talked about, because you're in the situation of winning in the last drive almost every week. You have to have a different kind of mindset. In the outdoor game, maybe in a 16-game season, you have to win the game, what, 2 or 3 times a year? You have to do it every week here.
Yeah.
Really a different kind of thing. Well, trying to use the clock a little bit more and listen to the play. Fullback toss right. And they're going to use every last second before they try to either kick a field goal or throw it in the end zone.
John Piaua, 15-yard line, timeout Chicago. Blyseth made the tackle. It's a tough spot to be in for the Chicago Rush in a tight game without a kicker. Their regular placement kicker, Keith Gisbert, was injured, a groin pull in the pregame warm-ups. So it's been improvisation in the kicking department. Todd Howard has tried unsuccessfully extra point. Kicked off the last time. Michael Bishop, the backup quarterback, kicked off most of the game. But if it comes down to trying to get a field goal to win it, they're in a bad way. 10 seconds left from the 15-yard line. 3rd down and 3.
And I just heard the play. He's got his number 1 receiver is the wing corner, Damian Harrell, who's played so well in the second half. He's going to try to score here. If not, he throws Andy McCullough.
It's to McCullough
for the first.
First down, taken out of bounds, stops the clock with 7 seconds. Todd Howard hit him.
Good defense by Chicago, taking away Damian Harrell quickly.
So if you're Colorado, you want to either win the game or head to overtime.
I think you absolutely
don't want to leave any time.
Yeah, you don't want to leave any time. All right, you've heard the call again. Double slant wing fade. Again, the wing is number 1 down here at the bottom, Damian Harrell. The other 2 guys run slants, he runs a fade. Big cushions. A fade's going to be a tough play here.
Harrell! Touchdown!
With 1 second remaining. Wow. Yeah, I mean, you talk about managing the clock. Well, Mike Daly, if he hangs on and wins this thing, will have won 9 games now in the last minute over the last 2 seasons and opening game.
Managing the game, so important. Managing the time and play rush the extra point. And it is good. Well, after John Dutton had thrown an interception that let Chicago tie it up, drives his team down the field and gets the touchdown pass to Harrell with 1 second left.
An excellent discipline by the confetti guy. But for the 4th touchdown catch in the second half by Damian Harrell. He's got a touchdown, at least 1 touchdown in 50 straight games. And Tom, believe it or not, he has had 13 games in his career with 4 or more touchdowns. 13.
And the 4th one could be the game winner as he breaks the plane of the goal line.
And you say it could have been, right? Because in this league, even with 1 second, you're not sure. Remember, 63 kicks were returned for touchdowns a year ago. We've not seen one yet here today. But it's certainly within the realm of possibility.
John Elway waiting to see if it was indeed a touchdown. It was.
I think you squib this kick. I don't think you give Henry Douglas a chance. Henry Douglas returned 2 kicks for touchdowns last year.
Well, a pretty good way to open season number 20 for the Arena Football League. The defending champions in a nail-biter with their old rival, the Chicago Rush. 2 coaches who are best friends. And the two teams largely intact from last year.
And Mike Daly bringing his team up to huddle them up just to make sure they've got everything. You know, this guy thinks of everything. Every time we meet with them, and they practice almost every imaginable situation.
He's so meticulous, he leaves nothing to chance. Don Elway's got his coat on. He's ready to go. Just 1 second left, and that confetti man's finger's itching. I can tell you that right now.
Absolutely. As I said, I wouldn't kick this one away.
Well, Steve Gray, he can't wait. But he'll have to.
He better. Or they'll find another new confetti guy.
Job security is not much here. All right, we'll see the strategy on the clay rush kick with 1 second left. Kicks it away.
Remember, this guy's kicked returned 2 for touchdowns last year.
Slack net to Douglas. Throwback. Molden lateraling it.
Flag
Robinson.
Down.
There's a flag down. This Cal Stanford all over again as the flag. The confetti man is still
disciplined.
Still holding.
Oh, yeah, he's going to make sure.
Illegal forward pass on the receiving team. The penalties declined. The result of the play is a safety.
All right, and that means Steve, let it go.
He'll be back next week. Now, Damian Harrell, what a great second half he had. And
just unstoppable.
He was. And how about the way John Dutton and Mike Daly managed the clock those last 40 seconds? Whew.
Well, a good opener for both teams, really. Chicago with their young quarterback, Matt Duran, doing something. And our U.S. Army Ironman of the game was Willis Marshall of Colorado.
Yeah, he Ironman a lot last year and made the all-Ironman team. He deserved it. Played well again. Well, the defending champions are pretty good.
Yes, they are.
Again, only with the 18 players.
There are the numbers on Marshall, the U.S. Army Ironman of the game today. Let's go to Lewis.
All right, thanks so much, Tom. Well, Coach, did you expect anything different in a matchup between you two guys? Looks like confetti game number 2, I guess.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. You know, it was a great ball game. I thought Chicago did a tremendous job with the situation of their kicker being injured during warm-ups.
What about the job you did in the last minute? That seems to be your plat du jour. When there's a minute left, you seem to be able to manage that. How does that work for you?
Well, our players do a real good job of it. You know, we practice it. It's a situational type thing, and, you know, real proud that they executed it.
How about your quarterback, John Dutton? He looked like it was just a carryover from last season as he connected with receiver after receiver for touchdown after touchdown.
He did a tremendous job. John's a great player. We're fortunate to have him.
Well, here he is. Let's bring him on in here. Good job, John, on a big game for you today. Touchdown after touchdown, you were able to find receivers. Do you feel like the season never ended last season into this year?
Yeah, well, you know, that's the way we are. We got everyone back except for one guy, but you know, we came in and we were hitting our stride early, and that's what we needed to be. We couldn't come out slow. We came out slow last year in our first game, and we didn't want to do that. So guys stepped up. The line was great, and shoot, our guys got open.
Take me back to the game-winning touchdown. It took a turnover for you guys to get the ball back, but talk about that play.
Yeah, you know, we thought we had it until I threw that interception. That's arena football. We wanted one play, and then we were going to kick a field goal, and then we just ran a fade route to Damian, and I put a throw behind, and he made a great catch.
You guys are kind of rolling the dice with only 18 players on the team, no backup quarterback. But based on what we just saw, is that this core team, is that what you need to maybe get back to another Arena Bowl? I know it's early.
You know, Coach wanted to keep as many guys here as he can, and that's the only way we could have. And we're trying to make a run at it. You know, obviously we got to stay injury-free.
You know this guy right here, Damian Harrell?
No, I've never seen him play. How is he?
Damian, come on in here. They had you frustrated in the first half of the game, but what about that third quarter where you had 3 touchdowns?
I mean, it was unbelievable, man. I was just happy that Dutton was still comfortable throwing me jump balls, man. But I was frustrated more or less, man, with their defense, man, the way they were scheming it up, man. Not with Coach Parlow, man, not at all.
what does the mean win to you guys? Because everyone talks about the championship banner that we saw go up, the expectation for another championship, Elway saying how difficult that is, but what does this first win mean to you?
This was big, man. Going against Chicago, another conference opponent, man. We needed this one, man. We definitely needed this one. We came out with a victory, so we're going to get ready to play next week.
All right, and so you can expect these great games to continue. The expectation you feel so heavy on you, don't you?
Definitely. I mean, we don't mind coming in with the bullseye on our chest, man. We're used to it, and we wouldn't want it no other way.
Well, there's another expectation right now. Look here to your right. You've got about 10 fans that are waiting for some autographs, so have at it.
Oh, definitely. This is the best part of the game, man.
Okay. All right, Tom.
Well, you saw the numbers on Harrell. 7 receptions, 4 touchdowns. McCullough also had 7 receptions, 2 touchdowns. And Marshall had 7 catches for 2 touchdowns. As John Dutton threw 8 touchdown passes, had the 1 picked off, also rushed for a touchdown today. And Matt D'Orazio, the Chicago quarterback, 5 touchdown passes without an interception, plus he rushed for 3 touchdowns today. Final score, 65-56 Colorado. For Pat Hayden and Lewis Johnson, Tom Hammond saying so long from Denver. Now let's join Al Troutwig in our Subway AFL and NBC studios in New York.
All right, Tom, and I'm with Glenn Parker, of course, and you, Douglas. We've been watching the day. Between these two teams, should it have been anything other than Chicago tying with less than 30 seconds to go, Mike Daly showing off a little bit with his clock management, and then Damian Harrell grabbing yet another acrobatic touchdown as there's 1 second to go.
Mike Daly, the most phenomenal time management coach in the Arena Football League. We see it. Every time we watch him play, he knows the last-minute rules better than anybody. He does a great job with his team. But we can talk Damian Harrell, we can talk John Dutton, but let's talk offensive line. 0 sacks today. 0 sacks. They only gave up 6 last year. They gave up 0 today. That's an offensive line play.
They have a great offensive line. There's no question about that. But Damian Harrell, the way he played today was phenomenal. He came in with some key catches. And did you see that catch at the end of the game? It was just wonderful.
Body control is amazing for that
Yes,
guy.
it is.
Now, the thing about this game, you watched it and you say to yourself, Chicago goes to Michael Bishop as their kicker with pregame tryouts? I mean, how's that going to play out? But again, here's Mike Cohen's. He gives him 1 shot to kick the ball. That was awful. He had to kick off. There was no choice there. And yet he also finds a way to play it close enough to create that tie game.
Absolutely. 4 times they were able to convert for 2-point conversions, and that's how they were able to keep the game tied. Just think if they can get better at the 2-point conversions, they might not need to go back to Keith Gisbert. I'm going for 2 every time the way they're doing it.
No, it's funny. Glenn and I were sitting here listening to you, Douglas, get used to the game, and he says to us with about 3 minutes to go, so it's not really over here at this point?
And that's the thing that's amazing to me. No matter what time is on the clock, you're still in the game. If you're down by 2 touchdowns, you still have a chance to win this game, and to me, that's fascinating.
Absolutely. Okay, let's show you another good game that was played today. The Philadelphia Soul, it's their home debut. They take on the Tampa Bay Storm. Remember, their coach, Tim Markham, suspended for the first 2 games of the season for salary cap playing around with. All right, here we go. This is how things started. Tony Graziani looking good at the start, and that's pretty much the tone of the first half.
Well, that's great, but defense really played well, but go right ahead, Glenn.
Let's just talk about Tony Graziani for a moment. The guy's very comfortable. You can see it. He comes out right there. That's J.J. McElvey down the field. Very good. Third quarter. This is a guy they brought over. Tampa Bay brought Bobby Scipio in from Dallas, and he proved to be an asset for them. Unfortunately, they didn't have enough weapons to contend with that great defense.
That was wonderful, too, but let's talk about the defense, Glenn.
Well, you know, turnovers, they happen. Now, you know this as well as I do. What's the one thing you're looking for when a quarterback throws an interception?
When you throw an interception as a quarterback, you have to keep your head on a swivel, and it's obvious on this play that Tony Graziani did not do that.
If you're squeamish, don't look. Tony got to keep a better eye out than this partner. Oh, that hurts.
Yes, it did.
Philly closed out the first half with a 35-7 run with 3 stops. They go on and win this one by a score of 52-34. An impressive performance, and Marty Snyder is with Tony Graziani in Philly.
A big win for the Philadelphia Soul in week 1, and Tony Graziani, one of the stars of the game. That last touchdown kind of looked like you wanted that ball back a little bit.
Yeah, you know, I was really upset at myself for throwing that interception, trying to make too much happen on that 3rd down play. Just kick the field goal and get out of there. It was a rookie mistake. That shouldn't happen, but I'm just happy to be away from the win. With the win, it's been a long off season after 6-10, so feels good to get that taste out of my mouth.
Is this running a sign of things to come for the entire year for you guys?
Hey, I love it. I'll throw 40 touchdowns and have them score 150 on the ground. I don't care, as long as we win.
So you're okay with not throwing all those touchdowns, right?
I'm not going to be sore tomorrow. It's great.
LA next week, I know that's a big, you know, your old mates there. I know that's an emotional game for you.
Really? I didn't know we played them next week. Yeah, right. No, I circled that early, and I'm sure they did too. I know a lot of guys on their team, and it's going to be a fun time playing against my old teammates.
I'm sure you didn't know you're playing LA next week. All right. Philadelphia now 2-1 in home openers, or in openers in the season. Guys.
All right, Marty, I think the operative word for Tony Graziani last year was uncomfortable. It's different now, isn't it?
Absolutely. I talked to him yesterday, and, you know, he's very comfortable in the offense. He loves his new quarterback coach, but all he kept saying, I'm going to give you a little prop here, kept saying, we got our defense. We got a defense now. Very excited about the future.
Well, you know, Tony must be a little woozy from that hit because he said he made a rookie mistake. If I'm correct, he's been playing for about 6 years, so Tony, you need to wake up because it's not a rookie mistake. That was just dumb on your part.
So a successful opener for the Colorado Crush, equally the same for the Philadelphia Soul. We'll take a break here on the Subway AFL and NBC studio. More highlights to come after this. We come to you live from New York City.
Why did I join the Army Reserve? It's not just for the experience or the training I can use as a soldier and as a civilian. It's for them, for my country. It's all worth fighting for, and the Army Reserve gave me the strength it takes.
Visit GoArmyReserve.com.
There are lots of reasons to get an ADT security system. What are yours? Call now and save up to $200 on an ADT protection package. ADT, always there.
Hey, what's up?
EA Sports, Arena Football. Rated E10 for ages 10 and up. EA Sports, it's in the game.
This time of year, everyone wants to lose weight. Subway restaurants can help. With their new Fresh Resolutions Instant Win Game, you can win thousands of great prizes, like an all-inclusive Beaches Family Resorts vacation for 4. The more you come in, the more chances you have to win. And with 8 delicious subs with 6 grams of fat or less, what have you got to lose? Bye-bye, burgers.
Victory Lane at Daytona, a goal attained by conquering 500 miles of speed and danger, an ultimate destination where some have stamped their legend and others yearn to reach. The one mission on America's greatest day of racing, the Daytona 500, February 19th on NBC.
Welcome back to the Subway AFL on NBC studio. Al Troutwig along with Glenn Parker and you, Douglas. I don't care what sport it is. Pick a sport, pick anything. When you watch someone who is absolutely great at whatever it is that they're doing, it's fun to watch. That type of player was on the field today for the Los Angeles Avengers. Kevin Ingram, their Iron Man. He did everything. Let's check it out. Cedric Bonner, the big-time quarterback for the Rattlers. He's back. The team's got a whole new attitude, and boy, he can still throw it.
Yeah, he looked great coming out in this game. He's a strong arm, still one of the smarter players in this game.
Meanwhile, Los Angeles has a quarterback dilemma. See, the head coach doesn't know which one to start. Is it going to be Brian?
Not him.
No.
He's not the guy.
That was Brian Mann early, then Ryan Van Dyke there on that interception. He would decide later to go with Brian Mann. It was a good decision.
Yeah, I think Hotchkiss knows what he's doing as the head coach out there. He got to the right guy, Mann. Brian Mann comes out. He connects there, as you saw. They played a darn good game in this second half.
Now, the Arizona Rattlers, to their credit, they played with spunk and spirit, but they could not do anything with the Los Angeles Avengers defense. While they were running kicks back like that, Cedric Bonner was getting taken down. His shoulder was injured. They're beating him up. Meanwhile, Los Angeles is scoring 3 touchdowns in the third quarter. Plus, they have 4 straight stops against the Rattlers, but still Bonner is in the game with a shoulder that he can't throw with.
Yeah. But this is what I don't understand about this. This guy is clearly hurt. He can't throw the ball, but he's still in the game.
Well, it tells you what they think of their backup quarterback is my guess. But, hey, look who's got the ball there running with this interception. That's Ingram. That's our guy. Guy had a big game.
So the Los Angeles Avengers overcome what really felt like it was going to be an Arizona win in the first half. 40-31, the final score. Can you explain the difference of watching a game as a fan in here today and being in the game? Because watching the game in here as a fan, I looked at this game and I said, oh, Arizona, they've got the proven quarterback. LA doesn't know what they're doing with the quarterback, and boom, the game is over, and I'm totally wrong.
Well, you know what? I must admit, when I first seen this Arizona team and this LA team, I thought they were a bunch of supermodels. I really wasn't a fan of the LA Avengers early on, but they really showed a lot of gumption, and then they played really well.
We talked about being comfortable, Glenn. I know in Arizona there was a change in ownership. Danny White was out. There was an uncomfortable feeling about the future of the Rattlers. But things have turned around a lot, haven't they?
They have. I talked to Gene Nuno a couple of days ago, and he's the new head coach of the Rattlers, but old-time GM. Very happy with the new ownership group. They're taking a real stake in what they do as owners of this Rattler franchise. So he's feeling comfortable. He just didn't know what he was going to be like on the sidelines for his first game in so long. But he said this team will rebound because of the ownership group making it easy on them.
All right, one team wins in its debut. That's the Utah Blaze. We can tell you that it didn't go as well for Kansas City's Brigade. Dallas beat them by the final of 58-37, and Columbus beats Grand Rapids 53-30. You, Douglas, you survived it. Thanks for joining us this week.
Had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun.
Meanwhile, we have 2 games for you next week. Los Angeles' Avengers again at Philadelphia to face the Soul. That's a good one. Plus, we have a rematch of Arena Bowl 19, the Colorado Crush against the Georgia Force. With you, Douglas and Glenn Parker in New York, I'm Al Trowick saying goodnight for all of us from NBC Sports.
Thursday on an all-new Earl.
Hi, Dammy.
Hey. When a man's life is at stake, Earl turns to the only one who can save him.
I shaved above the knee today.
Don't ask how. Then the women take over on The Office.
They stay in there too long, they're all gonna get on the same cycle. It's gonna wreak havoc on our plumbing.
All-new comedy Thursday on NBC.
The Olympic Winter Games begin. If you attend anger management meetings hoping to see a fight, you might be a Rattlers fan. For tickets, call 602-514-TDTD or visit azrattlers.com. Rattlers football, locked and loaded. If you think the last 4 words of the national anthem are welcome to the snake pit, you might be a Rattlers fan. For tickets, call 602-514-TDTD or visit azrattlers.com. Rattlers football, locked and loaded.
Want to own land for your family and future? Sunday, February 19th at the Mesa Convention Center, over 200 properties will be sold during the My Sunnyland Mega Land Auction. Residential lots in Maricopa County from $700, 40 acres in Apache County from $500, and much more, all with no reserve.
I sat down, looked at the properties I wanted, I placed my bid, and it was just so easy.
Free admission, hourly land drawings, and easy seller financing. Go to mysunnyland.com and do your research. Then come to the Mesa Convention Center, Sunday, February 19th.
Let the super hype begin. We'll take you to Detroit for the Super Bowl preps on 12 Sports tonight.
The following is a paid presentation for Forex Made Easy and is brought to you by Forex Made Easy and their affiliates.
I was just shocked when I turned that computer on and I said, I can't believe this really happened. It was $21,000.
Started out with a $5,000 account about 2 weeks ago, and I've almost doubled.
I made $7,000 that day, in one day.
So far, I've made about $172,000.
It's my favorite thing to do.
There's a rush to it like nothing else.
Welcome to Forex Made Easy, enriching your life through better investing. How would you like to make explosive profits in the world's richest market? Trade Sunday to Friday, 24 hours a day. How would you like to diversify your portfolio and build your wealth? Of course you would. And now the possibility is yours with Forex Made Easy, the revolutionary new trading program that might change your life. With simple-to-follow red and green lights, Forex Made Easy can show you how to make huge profits in the world's largest financial marketplace, the Forex, the $1.9 trillion foreign currency exchange.
This market's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and people, really should get into it.
It's incredible potential in the Forex Made Easy software and in the Forex market.
It's always a market. You can always find a trade there.
No more choosing from over 40,000 stocks or dealing with limited trading hours. Diversify and do it now. Discover the power, simplicity, and profit potential of trading just 6 major currency pairs with Forex Made Easy, the revolutionary trading technology designed specifically for the spot Forex market. In seconds, Forex Made Easy can show you in real time when to buy and when to sell.
The software's for real.
Green's up, red's down. It's too easy. It's too easy.
My returns are higher than I've ever made in the stock market, even when it was booming.
The world's largest banks and Fortune 500 companies have traded the currency exchange for over 30 years. Now you can too. Recent guidelines open the spot Forex market to individual investors, so you too can now maximize your investments and diversify your current portfolio. Now hear what the experts are saying about the Forex market. The Wall Street Journal. The foreign exchange is becoming increasingly well established as an alternative to stocks and bonds. Smart Money Magazine. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway held $19 billion of foreign exchange contracts in June, up from $11 billion at the end of 2003. And Fortune Magazine, from Warren Buffett himself. I lived nearly 72 years without purchasing a foreign currency. Berkshire has made significant investments in and now holds several currencies.
The potential is tremendous. And it's so fast. You can make money so fast.
You can, make it a business, a real sound good business out of it.
Forex Made Easy President Blake Morrow travels the world teaching tens of thousands of people how to enrich their lives through better investing. Today, people just like you, investors at all levels, are discovering how truly easy it is to make exciting currency trades each and every day.
I'll have a blast.
So I had a day in which I picked up $1,200.
Doubled my account several times, actually doubled it 4 times in less than a month.
Anyone can do it.
As a working trader and president of Forex Made Easy, Blake Morrow recognized the need for a better way to trade the spot Forex market, an easier way. A way based not on exhaustive calculation and research, but on the basic law of supply and demand. Now, with thousands of Forex Made Easy users, Blake is a regular and sought-after contributor to the national media.
We're back on the program. Blake Morrow, president of Forex Made Easy, our special guest on the show.
Federal Reserve is going to raise interest rates. What should happen is the dollar should strengthen. Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing about the Forex Made Easy program is we can recognize U.S. dollar movement based on the green light, red light system. The everyday investor can make money in the Forex market.
So how do you protect your portfolio and build for the future? The answer is to simplify and diversify. Hello, I'm Donna Rush, and if you want to know more about how to do both, then stay with me, because we're talking to Blake Morrow, president of Forex Made Easy, the wealth-building currency trading program that might change your life. Hi, Blake.
Great to be here, Donna.
It's great to see you. Now, I want to talk to you about all the buzz that I've been hearing about foreign currency exchange. What is all of that about in the Forex market?
The thing about the Forex market is a lot of people didn't really know about it up until recently. Most investors here in the United States have been so focused on the stock market for so many years. And basically what we're making money is off of exchange rates. Like, for example, if you take a currency like the euro or the Great British Pound or the Swiss franc or the US dollar, those currencies are constantly moving up and down in value. And what we do as investors in the foreign currency exchange is we're actually making money off the very small movements of those exchange rates.
Those can be quick movements, I guess.
You're actually seeing fractions of pennies, and we're actually making money off those very, very small movements. Let's imagine you went to Europe, and you had US dollars, and you go to Europe, and you get so many euros for your US dollars.
Right.
Okay, and let's say you come back a few weeks later, and then you exchange those euros that you had for US dollars, and you realize that you actually made a little bit of money because the exchange rate actually increased. What we're doing is we're trading that exchange rate, but in a much bigger sense.
Now, how large of a market is this? How large are we talking?
The Forex market is the world's largest financial market. Matter of fact, it was reported in the Financial Times that the average volume for the Forex market is $1.9 trillion a day. Now, that's up 40% over the last 3 years.
So how many different, when we're on the stock exchange, there are, what, 35,000, 40,000 different stocks to choose from, which to me is a bit overwhelming. In the Forex market, how many different things are we having to keep track of?
Currencies trade in pairs. We have all the major pairs that are all matched up to the US dollar. There are only 6 that we really follow. Those 6 make up the major movements and the major volume of the whole market. come to our 90-minute workshop, you can find out all about the benefits of the Forex market and all about the benefits of Forex Made Easy.
The Forex. Diversify your portfolio and build your wealth. Now learn to trade just 6 major currency pairs with Forex Made Easy, Blake Morrow's revolutionary new currency trading program that instantly indicates when to buy and when to sell. Simplify your investing and become more profitable. Attend a free Forex Made Easy workshop coming to your area for a limited engagement this week only.
I'm so glad I went to that workshop.
To hear some of the success stories, it's just very motivating to be here.
Just to me, it's phenomenal. Oh, I love it.
No more nonsense on Wall Street, relying on others or choosing from 40,000 stocks. Discover the Spot Forex market, the largest financial market in the world, traded by major banks and Fortune 500 companies for years. Now you have the same profit-making opportunity.
The investing is incredible, and the money is incredible.
I can call in and have them send me $180 in the morning or $1,800 or whatever I made on that trade. I mean, it is liquid, it's there, and the stock market just doesn't offer that.
At a free 90-minute Forex Made Easy workshop, discover for yourself how simple yet powerful it is to trade in the foreign currency exchange.
It kind of gives you a rush just when you initiate the trade, and you're watching things just happen right in front of you, and this is real time.
At 8:31, everything turned green, and by 8:49, I was out of all my trades and made $800.
I made $2,600 my first month.
At Blake Morrow's free Forex Made Easy workshop, witness stunning results by diversifying in the enormous profit potential of the spot Forex market that trades $1.9 trillion a day. Whether you're a beginner, a seasoned pro, a part-time investor, or full-time trader, this workshop is for you. Discover how you can get $100 of value out of every dollar invested, and how to start a Forex trading account with capital you can afford.
It wasn't out of my budget. I can afford it.
I started with a $300 mini account, and I tripled the account in 2 weeks.
I was able to comfortably replace my income.
How insecure are you with Social Security? Take charge of your financial future now and learn about a brand new opportunity available in just the last few years.
Learn highly effective currency trading strategies. Get ready now to write down important dates, times, and locations of a free Forex Made Easy workshop coming to your area now.
See live trades being made right before your eyes. Throughout the country, response to these free Forex Made Easy workshops has been overwhelming. Circle your calendar now, and we'll see you at this exciting, life-changing event.
Join us this week for these free and exciting Forex Made Easy workshops. Sunday the 29th in Tempe at 1 p.m. at the Phoenix Airport Sheraton. Monday the 30th at 1 and 7 at the Phoenix Embassy Suites North. Tuesday the 31st at 1 and 7 at the Scottsdale Doubletree Paradise Valley Resort. And Wednesday the 1st at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. at the Phoenix Point South Mountain Resort. Remember, Sunday the 29th in Tempe at 1 p.m. at the Phoenix Airport Sheraton. Monday the 30th at 1 and 7 at the Phoenix Embassy Suites North. Tuesday the 31st at 1 and 7 at the Scottsdale Doubletree Paradise Valley Resort. And Wednesday the 1st at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. at the Phoenix Point South Mountain Resort. Remember, Sunday the 29th in Tempe at 1 p.m. at the Phoenix Airport Sheraton. Monday the 30th at 1 and 7 p.m. at the Phoenix Embassy Suites North. Tuesday the 31st at 1 and 7 at the Scottsdale Doubletree Paradise Valley Resort. And Wednesday the 1st at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. at the Phoenix Point South Mountain Resort. Register early at 1-888-205-4153. That's 1-888-205-4153.
All the information's there. Anyone can do it.
I'd highly recommend it. It's a free workshop, so why not go have a look?
Life after Forex Made Easy. It's been a whirlwind. I was unemployed and loaded up the van and moved to California. This is the old van, and this is where I stayed for about a month and a half when I moved here from Texas. And until I saw the Forex Made Easy commercial, and I knew it was exactly what I was looking for. The first 3 weeks were amazing. I did a little over $14,000 in my first 3 weeks. This is my job now. This is my cottage here in California. This is where I do my trading, and it's much nicer than the van. It's a great place. The nice thing about Forex is that you're able to take control of your own finances, work your own hours, make as much money as you want. That's fantastic. The wind's picking up. It's starting to look very good. Yeah. Time to stop trading and time to go flying. A lot of times when we fly, we're out thermaling, which is just a warm column of air that comes off the ground. But once you find that thermal, then you're able to get in it and ride that thermal all the way to cloud base. Currency trading is a lot similar in that you're looking for that trend. That's showing that that trend is slowing down now. You'll be waiting for the price to take off and go one way, then you get on that thermal and ride that price movement. So if the price is going down, I can make money. If the price is going up, I can make money. That's incredible. The Canadian dollar's really, really taken off. I had one trade that made a little over $2,800 in about 3 hours. I've made $1,100 while I slept one time. And I've had some just recently, like yesterday, that took about 11 seconds to make $100. It all looks good. I'm going to go fly. Paragliding is just a great tool to allow to get you out there and soar. The software is a lot the same way. It's a tool that you use to trade the currency markets, and you have to be able to trust it. It's just like I believe in my paraglider, that when I walk towards that cliff edge, that it's going to fly me. Just go to the workshop and see what it's all about. To actually trade money is a fantastic thing, and the workshop's just a great place to learn what the currency market's all about.
Now we're taking a look at the Forex Made Easy software, and we're seeing these red and green arrows. What is that all about?
Forex Made Easy simplifies the process for investors like you and me on how to trade with a simple green light, red light system to tell us whether the market's going up or down. Now, we brought one of our trainers, Lindsay Hall. She's one of our senior trainers that travels around the country, and she teaches investors like you how to trade the Forex market.
All right, Lindsay, hi.
Hi, Lindsay.
Great.
How are you?
I'm great. Can you give us a little demonstration so we can kind of get an idea of how this works?
Sure. What we can do is we'll take a look at this software right here. What we can see is the trading page. This is just your basic screen. You can see your arrows. You can see whether or not they're green and going up or whether or not they're red and going down. And really, it is that simple. Okay, we take it to a chart. We can take a look at something like the Great British Pound versus the US dollar. And let's take a look here. Can we see that that green line is headed up?
All right, see that.
Okay, so if we trade it at $1.79 back here, and we take it until where we are right now, pushing $1.84, okay, from $1.79 to $1.84, if we had placed a $500 trade on the table, that $500 trade in 2 weeks would now be worth $5,000.
Wow.
Okay, that's leverage.
Well, that was a 2-week-long investment. Is that about a typical investment time period?
Well, not necessarily. See, this is one of the benefits of Forex Made Easy is it will work for whatever trade style you have. I mean, you can be an active trader all the way out to a position trader. Hey, Lindsay, why don't you give Donna...
Yeah, I was going to say, if I could cut in with the euro dollar, we can take a look at that one, and it is off of a short-term basis, and this one is just phenomenal. We are looking at it now on a short-term chart, which is simply a day chart. If we put a $50 trade on that, let's say, because you can do that as well. If we put a $50 trade on that price, 1.2400, and rode it for about 8 days, you're now at the point where you turn that $50 investment is approximately $500 in our pocket in about a week.
That is amazing.
See, one of the big benefits to the Forex market is the huge leverage. That was an 800% move over the course of just a few days.
You never see that on the stock market. Very, very rarely. I can't think of an occasion where in that short of a time period you can make an 800% profit.
That's right. The fact of the matter is, Forex Made Easy will work for whatever type of trade style you have. Come to the 90-minute workshops. See what it's all about.
Wow, this is it, baby. These are charts that Forex traders look and die for.
I've averaged between 5,000 and 6,000 per day. Friday, I made $9,000. You have to put in the mileage.
When I did my first marathon, I could only run 20 minutes at a time. I'd be huffing and puffing. So you build up slowly to have the discipline to do your training runs. And pretty much the same in trading. You gotta have the discipline to do your homework to become a better trader. I doubled my investment in 1 hour. This is an amazing program. This will definitely transform people's lives.
I've always enjoyed chess. Chess to me is pattern recognition, something that I happen to do very well. In chess, you look at the board and you can say white is winning, black is winning, or it's a draw. And you look at these charts and you say it's either going up, going down, or flat. Same thing.
Good game. The best part about this trading plan, the freedom that allows you to do whatever you want, whenever you want. I get to be able to spend a lot of time now with my daughter. Their mom passed away with cancer 5 years ago. My daughter is the captain of the water polo team. She likes it when I come to her games. And when I was employed, you can't just do that for every single game. And I attend all her games. And she absolutely loves it. I can honestly say with this Forex Made Easy, I can take care of her college, any college she wishes, without any financial aid.
It's phenomenal. It does work. There's no question about it. I've never seen a program that delivers very big, outstanding results in a very short period of time.
This program has absolutely transformed my life.
The Forex. Diversify your portfolio and build your wealth. Now learn to trade just 6 major currency pairs with Forex Made Easy, Blake Morrow's revolutionary new currency trading program that instantly indicates when to buy and when to sell. Simplify your investing and become more profitable. Attend a free Forex Made Easy workshop coming to your area for a limited engagement this week only.
Anybody who has the opportunity to go to a 2-hour workshop should definitely go.
If it's for you, grab it and run with it.
Just do it.
No more nonsense on Wall Street, relying on others or choosing from 40,000 stocks. Discover the Spot Forex market, the largest financial market in the world, traded by major banks and Fortune 500 companies for years. Now you have the same profit-making opportunity.
If I can get a small percentage of the pie, I think it'll be significant, so I can sit down in the Pacific Isle somewhere and just take my time and not do too much else.
It's a 24-hour market, so it gives you a lot of independence and flexibility, and that's what I like.
At a free 90-minute Forex Made Easy workshop, discover for yourself how simple yet powerful it is to trade in the foreign currency exchange.
It fits every lifestyle. That's what I think is fascinating, because you can trade the market that's open during the time you have to trade.
My Christmas gift to all my nieces and nephews and my brothers, brother-in-laws and sisters this year is to open up each one of them a mini account and trade. And then December 25th, I'm going to show them their balances of accounts they didn't even know they had.
At Blake Morrow's free Forex Made Easy workshop, witness stunning results by diversifying in the enormous profit potential of the spot Forex market that trades $1.9 trillion a day. Whether you're a beginner, a seasoned pro, a part-time investor, or full-time trader, this workshop is for you. Discover how you can get $100 of value out of every dollar invested, and how to start a Forex trading account with capital you can afford.
You don't need a lot of money to make pretty decent money.
I had an account with like $97 in it and turned that into about $800 in about 3 weeks.
5 years down the road, I hope to be retired. But I love this market so much, I'd probably still be trading.
How insecure are you with Social Security? Take charge of your financial future now and learn about a brand new opportunity available in just the last few years.
Learn Blake Morrow's proven Forex Made Easy currency trading strategies. Get pen and paper ready now to write down information about this important life-changing event.
See live trades being made right before your eyes. Throughout the country, response to these free Forex Made Easy workshops has been overwhelming. Circle your calendar now, and we'll see you at this exciting, life-changing event.
Join us this week for these free and exciting Forex Made Easy workshops. Sunday the 29th in Tempe at 1 p.m. at the Phoenix Airport Sheraton. Monday the 30th at 1 and 7 at the Phoenix Embassy Suites North. Tuesday the 31st at 1 and 7 at the Scottsdale Doubletree Paradise Valley Resort. And Wednesday the 1st at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. at the Phoenix Point South Mountain Resort. Remember, Sunday the 29th in Tempe at 1 p.m. at the Phoenix Airport Sheraton. Monday the 30th at 1 and 7 at the Phoenix Embassy Suites North. Tuesday the 31st at 1 and 7 at the Scottsdale Doubletree Paradise Valley Resort. And Wednesday the 1st at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. at the Phoenix Point South Mountain Resort. Remember, Sunday the 29th in Tempe at 1 p.m. at the Phoenix Airport Sheraton. Monday the 30th at 1 and 7 p.m. at the Phoenix Embassy Suites North. Tuesday the 31st at 1 and 7 at the Scottsdale Doubletree Paradise Valley Resort. And Wednesday the 1st at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. at the Phoenix Point South Mountain Resort. Register early at 1-888-205-4153. That's 1-888-205-4153.
It's a wonderful tool. Yeah, I wouldn't want to attempt trading currencies without it.
Anybody who can walk, crawl, take a bus, any way you can get there, get there.
It'd be a whole lot of fun, especially when you see the money going in your bank account. It's amazing. You'll wake up in the morning, 7, 8 o'clock, getting ready to go to work, and you'll walk in and you'll already be up $200-300. I entered into a trade. I think I made $840 overnight. Yeah, this got my attention.
Well, to get these pieces of equipment over.
My whole family's in healthcare. My wife's a nurse, and I own a clinical laboratory. They send the lab work to us, we analyze it, and we kick the results back out to the doc, and hopefully they're good results. We're into statistics. We are into trend analysis. Forex Made Easy runs off of statistical programming and charting, and you're looking for trending. Well, they're speaking our language. The medical business that I'm in is about a $1.5 trillion a year industry. When I look at this Forex Made Easy, it's essentially the same thing, except you don't have $1.5 trillion per year going back and forth. You have $1.5 trillion a day going back and forth. As a small fish in this great big pond, This is a way for me to get in and get in that cash flow. I just went in there somehow. This looks nice. I've got a lot of things in life I'd still like to do, and this would allow me the freedom. I've turned the 50-year-old mark. And at 50 years old, you know, you have these life crises and midlife crises. I think we all want to have more. You hear the horror stories about people thinking that they've provided for themselves sufficiently, and then when they get to the point of retirement, the costs are much more expensive than they thought. Those are the uncertainties of life that also drive me to want to find ways of making a little bit more money for retirement. There's no doubt in my mind that this is going to make retirement very easy. With Forex Made Easy, you've got all your charts that you can look at, patterns you can follow. It's in the software. All you simply have to do is learn the software. They've done the homework.
Let's go back to Lindsay, because I want to hear what she thinks about the Forex market. Lindsay?
What do I think about the Forex market?
Yes.
Do you see my smile?
I do see your smile.
I love it. And the reason is I've been involved in the stock market before. I was a broker. I wouldn't trade this for that at all ever again.
Why?
Because it's so fantastic. You have volatility, right?
Wait. Isn't that a bad thing?
No.
I mean, I always hear volatility has kind of a negative connotation.
I know it's a bad word, but it's not. Because in the Forex market, that volatility is ensuring you potential profitability, right? You have your opportunity to make money if that currency pair is moving.
So volatility is a good thing in the Forex.
It's key. It's key in this market. Now, you have to know it and respect it, but here's another thing that's just unbelievable in this market. Leverage. You have 1 to 200 leverage in this market.
What do you mean by that 1 to 200 leverage?
It means you place a $50 trade on the table, you're controlling $10,000 worth of currency. That's leverage. In a standard account with a $500 trade on the table, as that currency pair's exchange rate moves up in your favor,
right,
you gain $10 per point that moves.
In the stock market, they give you leverage, but it's only 2 to 1 leverage. In the Forex market, you don't get 1 to 2, you get 1 to 100, 1 to 200.
And the stop losses and the limits, all of that information, it sounds kind of technical at this point to you because you're not aware of this market and you don't know how it works. But all of that's some of the information, just a tad bit of the information that you'll learn by coming to things like the workshop. I'm on the air via an internet broadcast in the mornings from 5 a.m. until 9 a.m. so that we can all be there together like a family, learning and growing together.
We're with you every step of the way. And, you know, when you come to our 90-minute workshop, you'll find that out. Not only do we offer a software program